Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Karen Pierce-Cooper, Access Housing Resource Lead. We're talking about options for people who are going through foreclosure or perhaps having their home foreclosed upon. Karen, great to see you. How are you?
Great, Craig. Great to be here.
So tell us, you got some great news for people out there. What's going on?
Well, there is a program that's about to expire that we've been trying to get the word out on. There's actually 4 different programs out there. The one that is heavily promoted right now is the National Mortgage Settlement. There's also the Independent Foreclosure Review, which we had talked about previously, and there's also a countrywide, and Wells Fargo, each separate, had discrimination suits. So either previously foreclosed on homeowners or current homeowners are eligible for these various programs. Now, the main one, the National Mortgage Settlement Program, affects homeowners that had 5 servicers that were in this suit. That which included Ally, GMAC Financial, Bank of America, Chase, JP Morgan, Citi, and Wells Fargo. So those are the main servicers that are affiliated with that one. Wow. The Independent Foreclosure Review covered 27 servicers. So we're directing people to these websites to get further information.
Yeah, and I know we've got a lot of websites, and it may just be easier for everyone to, is it Access Helps?
AccessHelps.org is where they should go to find us and get more information. And we can cover all the details for them.
Yeah, pretty complicated stuff. People got it, you know, it's really important to get in there and look at these details, correct?
Very complicated, very detail-oriented, and these deadlines are looming. There's one coming up December 31st, which is for the Independent Foreclosure Review. So people that haven't finished filling out that notice that they may have received need to dust it off and get it out because they're almost out of time. And then there's also the countrywide discrimination settlement. If a homeowner had applied for a loan with them between 2004 and 2008, and they feel that they were discriminated against because they're Hispanic or African American and may have paid higher fees or interest rate, that deadline's coming January 7th. And then right behind that comes the National Mortgage Settlement, which applies to those 5 servicers. That deadline is January 18th.
Wow, yeah. And so they're all moving pretty quickly.
They are. Now, thankfully, Wells Fargo, there's some time. They haven't assigned an administrator yet, so people have time on that if they felt they were discriminated against.
Wow, okay. I know we got a lot more we got to get into. We're going to take a quick break, though. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Karen Pierce-Cooper. We're talking about this government foreclosure reimbursement program. Karen, how does a person know if they qualify or not for any of these?
Well, several of the homeowners that might be affected by this receive notifications. So actually it could be thousands in our area. And that would have been a notification that would have come from the Independent Foreclosure Review much earlier this year. Those notices went out in late winter, early spring of this year. And then the Oregon Attorney General recently mailed out under the National Mortgage Settlement to the homeowners that were affected by that were previously foreclosed on, that may be eligible for that settlement. And people, if they don't respond and they miss those deadlines,
they just lose it.
That's correct.
Opportunity. Okay. And now if anyone's thinking, you know, maybe they had something, they can't find a letter, what should they do? They
should call right away. Each of these programs has a phone number and a website where people can get further information. There's claims that can be filed online, and they may want to go and do that to expedite it with these deadlines looming.
Yeah, because there's a couple weeks, a month away. Yeah.
And there's restitution that may be forthcoming if people find that they were wrongfully foreclosed upon. Then we don't know the exact amounts. It'll depend on how many people reply. So if the Independent Foreclosure Review, we're hearing $800 some odd would be a minimum. One of the discrimination programs are estimating if every person that they think may have been subject to discrimination replies, it may be a couple of $100 to each person. So, but we know that won't be everyone. So the National Mortgage Settlement, 42% of the people eligible responded. So
there's a lot of people who are missing out on opportunities.
That's correct. And if they don't, then that means double of that pot goes to the people that did reply.
Okay, there's just a chunk of money in there. Everyone's getting a piece of that. Okay, I understand that. Now, do we have any idea how many people here in our region, here in Southern Oregon, Northern California, qualify for this?
I don't know. I'm estimating it's thousands, but I don't have an actual number, no.
Wow, okay. Now we know there's a lot of complicated websites and phone numbers and everything, but you do have, I know accesshelps.org has something, but there's also a government website as well?
The state of Oregon has put together a new website that's very user-friendly. It's called OregonHomeownerSupport.gov that will address several of the different foreclosure programs. But if they're not finding what they're looking for, because not all of the settlement programs are on that website, contact Access and we'll help direct people.
Very nice. Karen, great to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Craig. Good to see you.
You too. Take care. We'll be right back.